I was born in Indonesia right after World War II. We ended up losing a lot of family members. Fortunately, my father survived. Right after the war ended, my father said, "We have to leave, it's too dangerous to stay." And since America wouldn't give us a visa, we went to the Netherlands and we waited there for 6 years. Finally, a Presbyterian church in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, led by Reverend Edgar Bletcher, brought us over to the United States as a mission project. I was very, very close to my father, and I wanted to make him proud of me. Going to Carroll College was part of my father's plan. He didn't necessarily expect me to go to Carroll, partly because we were very poor. But fortunately, Reverend Bletcher, that was his alma mater, and he wanted me to be able to go to Carroll, and so he helped me get a Presbyterian scholarship to go there. Coach Veralyn Klein was my track coach at Carroll College. She led with such heart, she was competent, she was strong. And there was one time at a state meet where I was running a relay and there was a miscommunication between my baton partner and myself, and we were disqualified. And I was devastated, and Coach Klein pulled me aside and sat with me. She let me know there were things that were more important than that relay race. And I've held on to that in my clinical work as a psychologist, in my work as an activist, and in my role as a mother.
When she started doing work, it was before PTSD was a thing. So she was there on the forefront as, working with people who had PTSD. She's really worked with people through their trauma. The fact that people that she has worked with have often called her in their adult lives, invited her to weddings. She's really transformed people's lives and given them the tools to live really healthy, fulfilling lives. I know she will take zero credit for it, having been a friend, a person, a colleague in her life. She has supported me through some trauma in my life.
I am the founder of Advanced Gender Equity in the Arts. I founded it in 2014. It's a Portland-based nonprofit. We aspire to change the equity landscape to make it more accessible for marginalized communities, people who've been marginalized based on gender, race, as well as age.
Age is truly an extension of Jane, and so the community that Age supports is the community that Jane holds so dearly to her heart. And Jane has always supported the community that has been the most underserved. And it's often, not surprising, gender diverse individuals, BIPOC individuals. Age really works to support those individuals, to give them tools, to give them skills, to give them confidence, to give them grants, to connect them with people. It's important to support these communities because these communities have so much to offer. These communities are the fabric of our country, and it's so easy to forget that. And we need organizations like Age to continuously remind the country at large that these communities need your support. It is most often these communities that are doing the community service at the expense of themselves. Jane is a magical unicorn. She is. She's a magical unicorn and sprinkles the world with magic dust. Being in the same room with her and just really feeling her energy it will change your life. I really do believe that we don't take anything with us when we go. We just leave what we give behind. And Jane will not only be leaving things through her organization and her actions, but just by the energy of who she is. If you have talked to Jane, if you've been in the room with her, you are forever changed for the better. And I think it's because being around her makes you realize how good people can be.
Receiving this award, I do it with humility and gratitude. I have a lot of gratitude to the people who nominated me and to those people who looked over whatever materials were submitted and decided that maybe this time I wasn't too outspoken as a woman. That being given an award for advocating for marginalized people, that is not an award that belongs to me. It's an award that belongs to everyone who's ever been a part of my life.